Hey Virgo, this is your mid-month reading. My name's Amber. Welcome to my channel, Persephone Journey Tarot. Please do like, share and subscribe, especially if you feel that this reading resonates with you. It is a mid-month reading, as I said, so it's from July the 15th through to August the 15th, 2019. It is for you, Virgo, if you have your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Descendant in Virgo. So it's a love/general reading. It's just a reading. It's not really specific to anything, but I know that most of the time, people are coming to YouTube for these readings to look at their love life. So often that's what comes out because that's the law of attraction. You're going to get what you're looking for. So yes, let's go ahead and get started. So we have got the Five of Cups as your card for your current position, what you're currently going through. So you're currently going through a time of change. You are now leaving something behind, especially with the Ace of Wands here, which is your obstacle. Your obstacle is to be excited about a new beginning, to go ahead and start over. To follow your instincts and not your emotions. So your emotions might be tied to the past or a past situation, a past experience, past emotional hurts, something that happened in the past that's caused you to be upset, and that could be really anything, but it will be something that probably affects you on a day-to-day basis. That's probably affecting your relationships, that's affecting you moving forward, that's affecting you, that's stopping you taking chances, especially with the Fool card here. The Devil card here centrally also suggests that you may feel like you're trapped or bound. We've got the Two of Wands as well in terms of your hopes and fears. So you are actually really wanting to release something. You are wanting to move forward, to try something new. This could be with regards to career. You could be leaving something behind. This card is a card of mourning. Now, obviously, when we're mourning, it's very hard to, let go and just move on. So you may have to go through that grieving process. However, you are currently feeling quite bound to this. You may feel like you can't let go. It could be guilt that you're feeling and you feel like you can't forgive yourself. However, we see you here with the Judgment card, which does talk about self-forgiveness. So I think you're just going through a process of like forgiving yourself or releasing some sort of emotional baggage. The Devil card here is also a warning card, and I think the warning is saying that it's time, okay? If you don't do it, then the universe may very well come and do it, and that may not be as easy for you to cope with or to run with. So I feel that you're being advised here to kind of heed this reading, heed the warning if it's resonating. To be honest with you, I feel that you will. I actually am getting more of a sense that you will move past this. Maybe in the recent past you've had a lot of freedom in the recent past, or you've taken some sort of risk. You have decided to move on. So maybe in your physical world, you have moved on. Maybe you have broken up with that person. Maybe you have left that job. Maybe you have sought that counseling that allows you to get rid of this emotional baggage that you're carrying around. So you have kind of taken them steps, but you're not. It's like you're still in the grips of it for some reason. So it's like you've decided that you want to move on. You've decided to take that risk and move forward. Or maybe in the past you felt like you've made mistakes, that you were a fool in some way and you took too many risks. You could feel that way, that in the past you were a risk taker, that you didn't really, this emotional pain could be, oh, I took a risk on this person and it completely backfired. They completely, let me down. And now it looks like you're afraid to take risks, because the Ace of Wands is in your challenge position. Now, what's driving the situation is the Queen of Wands. So you are actually really itching to break free from this. You feel as if you have got to a point where you've matured and you now feel more empowered to move forward. And I think you really want to see what else there is to see. I don't think you're like, you are feeling bound. So it's like with the Queen of Wands here, it's like you're wanting to break free, you're wanting to overcome these obstacles, you're wanting to remain optimistic. You probably can see some sort of light at the end of the tunnel and you're really wanting to go for it. But this emotional baggage is holding you back, and the devil card is warning you. It's saying, not really warning you, it means, they're just cards. They're not like, nothing terrible is going to happen, but it is saying here that the devil card does say that, this bondage that you're in is really a self-made thing. It's in your head. The devil card is like a reminder of this, that often the attachments that we feel we're bound in, actually it's just in our head. It's just a case of perception. Within yourself, you feel the transformation. Within yourself, it's like it's bubbling up inside you to break free, to move forward, to take action, to take your destiny in your own hands, to be more positive, to take action, and to kind of take on more of an empowered perception. Okay, so it is all happening for you. I do feel like you are moving away, especially with the Five of Swords in your near future. You will be definitely breaking free and cutting ties. This is you basically saying that I know this is going to hurt the person that I'm leaving. I know this is probably going to be, it's quite selfish of me. You may feel quite selfish about it. You may have to be selfish for this period and really put yourself first and take your kind of head out of it, or take your heart out of it, and think more about what the outcome's going to be if you don't let go. You're going to be the one that loses, and unfortunately sometimes in life, there's always going to be winners and losers, and I feel that you're kind of accepting that, and you may be judging yourself quite a lot for it. I think there's a lot of self-judgment going on here, for risks that you've taken in the past, or mistakes that maybe you've made in the past. And with the Six of Wands here in your environment, it's time to move on. Everything around you could be moving forward. Lots of things around you could be moving forward. So your work could be moving forward. Generally, life could be getting better. And you're definitely finding solutions to this, and you are overcoming this kind of mental prison that I think you may have put yourself in a little bit. And there is movement forward, and there's a lot of positivity around you as well. I think you've got people around you that will be helping you move forward, people that will be supporting you, people that may even be willing to listen to you and make you, like I said, a counselor, or some sort of support that I think you have here. There's people with you that are on the same journey as you, that are moving with you. So you could have found someone new. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe, you found yourself in a three-way situation or something like that. And you're now having to make a tough choice and say, this isn't working. I need to move forward, even if it hurts that person. You're going to be happier there, because where you currently are, it's quite maybe stressful, or where you were before was stressful, and maybe in a lot of conflict, and there may be more conflict to come. There could be arguments still, possibly with an air sign. Possibly, but I feel like you're moving towards this air sign, to be honest, because in your near future. But it could cause upset, it could cause conflict. In the position of your hopes and fears, you're fearing that you won't be able to let go. You're fearing that this expansion that you're hoping for won't happen. You're also worried about the choice that you have to make and the sacrifices you're going to have to make. The fact that you have to make a choice, I think, is stressing you out. The fact that you have to choose between two things. Maybe it's one thing that you've invested heavily in already. This could be a job, like I said. It could be that you're, very invested. You could have developed a whole career, and now you've got this new opportunity that maybe you don't know what's going to happen. Again, I think you are a bit scared of taking this risk. However, you know that it's going to expand you. You know that it's going to bring growth. So, but I think you're just really kind of unsettled about it still. We have got the Sun card here as the overarching energy. And then we've got the Four of Cups in reverse underneath, with the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. Okay, so lots of positivity to come. This period is a time of seeing your own worth, seeing your own value, being optimistic, seeing the brighter side of things, seeing the cup as half full. A lot of luck is on your side this month. Okay, The Sun card also talks about clarity, being honest, and also following your heart's desire. Really listening to the calling that's within you to move forward towards your, ultimate happiness, really, or at least closer to what makes you happy. And that's really what this is about. This is about you. The Sun card is about you, ultimately. It's a you card, it's your sun sign, it's you. It's all about you, okay? So that's what you are getting clear on this month. That really, fortunately, as cold as it might seem, that is life. Especially with all these, you got the Queen and the King of Wands here. They're very self-focused energies. It's very self-focused characters. They love themselves more than anyone else. They love everyone else, but they are their favorite person. And that's not a bad thing, it's just how it is. You probably will find that you have a lot more happiness by putting yourself first during this period, okay? But you may feel quite judgmental of yourself, but again, this is all in your head. You may even find that actually in your environment, people aren't really maybe that bothered, or they're kind of over it. This is like someone's getting over it, like someone's over it, mentally. So you may be holding yourself back more than you really need to. And it is a time of moving on. It is a time of you seeking clarity, seeking peace of mind, seeking balance, reciprocity, fairness in your communications, in your dealings with people, dealing with people that are on the same page as you, and having to let go, unfortunately, of people who may be holding you back as much as you may feel that you're loyal to them, okay? So as the outcome here, we've got the King of Wands. So the King of Wands again talks about taking charge of your own destiny, okay? These two cards both speak of that. Now, this could be a soulmate connection. You could find that you've met someone that really suits you, really complements you, that's on the same page as you, that is as passionate about the things that you are passionate about, that's got the same drive as you do, that's got the same optimistic outlook that you are obviously trying to achieve. And, that you are soulmates here, most definitely. But with the Four of Cups, I didn't say before, you could be, it was in reverse. I don't read reversals, but I feel the spirit more and more wants me to read reversals sometimes. But, overall, the message is that you could be passing up possibly an opportunity that could be quite beautiful and way more rewarding than what you currently have been experiencing. Again, we've got the Three Cups here, and we've got the Three Cups in this card as well. There is an attachment to the past, a past connection, a past bond, past love relationship, a past group of people, past group of friends, I don't know, some emotional connection that you have, okay? But I think you're breaking free from that, and it's all because you're putting yourself first, and ultimately you're following your own destiny. Okay, that wasn't there, was it? Sorry. But this is definitely you taking charge. So this month, the outcome will be you taking charge, you being passionate about your dreams, being passionate about where you're going, your path, and really putting thought into it. And I think as well, changing your perspective on things, seeing that it's not all that bad to really put yourself first. It's not really the end of the world. In fact, everyone else is probably putting themselves first. And in fact, that is the first rule of survival, really. It's our innate survival instinct. Yes, as we evolve, we realize that, loving all and loving everything and is important, and loving others is like really important to happiness and, balance generally. But ultimately, that doesn't mean we have to sacrifice our desires, our dreams, our goals, our wants, our needs, whatever feeds our soul. Okay, we must not sacrifice that. And I think that's what you're learning, and you're kind of mourning that, I think, because of the people that you may have to leave behind during this period. Okay, but it's definitely a time of growth for you, and a very, very lucky time, a very fortuitous time, a time where you will feel very lucky, you will feel very emotionally fed, as they say, or balanced, and also just a time of pure happiness, really. So if this is a relationship, I think there's really good things to come. I think you will find success, and you will find a wish fulfillment, and things will work out just fine. And you yourself, with Nine of Cups, you yourself will feel quite, what's the word? I forgot the word I wanted to use. Smug is the word I wanted to use. Very happy with yourself anyway. So to clarify, we've got the seven, if I can get it, the Seven of Swords, Chariot card and Empress. So yeah, Seven of Swords, you're moving away from something. And again, you may feel guilty. You may feel like you need to sneak away. You may need to be very strategic and clever about how you move forward. It may not be a case of just kind of upping and going. You may have to kind of say some nice things or appease someone, or basically be strategic in the way that you leave. Okay, but you're definitely maybe keeping it a secret, keeping your movements a secret. This is also a card of not putting all your cards on the table, you know, putting your heart on your sleeve. This is about sometimes putting on a bit of a mask in order to move forward. This all sounds like a really horrible reading. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to come across as this person who condones putting on masks and deceit. But sometimes in life, the reality is that white lies or omitting certain truths sometimes can actually benefit a situation. It depends who you're dealing with. I mean, if you're dealing with someone that is making you feel guilty, you may need to, you know, say certain things and that to stop them stopping you and moving forward. Okay, but you are moving forward. You are sneaking away here. So yeah, and you're trying to be. I think you will be being very clever about it as well. And I think sometimes that is a way to protect people's feelings as well. You know, sometimes when you're too honest, you can actually cause a lot of hurt and pain. So it's not always bad. You know, that's life, isn't it? Nothing's ever just black and white. Nothing's ever all good or all bad. That's one important lesson I think we all need to learn. Sometimes using, you know, a hammer can be used to build a house or destroy something, you know. So yeah, I think hopefully you're using this Seven of Swords very wisely and you are going forward. Again, another seven, which again talks to me about some sort of divine intervention, following your destiny here with the Chariot card, moving forward, overcoming obstacles. I think you're overcoming obstacles by, you know, being a bit secretive, by not kind of telling everyone what you're doing, and instead just kind of moving in silence a little bit, but still pursuing your dreams, and again putting yourself first with this beautiful card here, the Empress card, another major arcana. So you are, I feel, on a spiritual journey. You are progressing forward, I think, quite well. There's an abundance here waiting for you as well. It could be a Libra that you're involved with, or a Taurus. And I think you're moving towards them. You're moving towards abundance. So we've got the Sun card and the Empress card. So we could be talking about children. Maybe there's a child involved here, or there's a pregnancy that you I don't know, where else do I see pregnancy? There's not much else here that suggests there's a pregnancy, but this could very well be that, you know, in the near future that you could be thinking about that with this person, becoming their wife, or maybe you see this person as your wife, and a soulmate. And I think it's written in the stars. This is some sort of destined thing. And again, a lot of self-love, self-nurturing, making yourself the queen of your existence. No one else comes above you. You recognize that by investing in yourself, you actually get more out of life rather than investing in everything else around you, trying to make everything else around you right. But you maybe have felt in the past, if you make everyone else happy, that will make you happy. But you realize now that you have to invest in yourself, and you are your most biggest asset. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and take this through to the extended part of the reading, where I will look at the reading from more of a relationship standpoint. I will be closing out the reading using the Rider-Waite. I'll be pulling 4 cards from this deck just to kind of round out the reading, to kind of get some bullet points as to what, you know, we should be looking at for this period, and kind of rounding up the reading in that way. And then I'll also kind of go into more relationship reading. I'll then do a 3-month forecast for your career and your love life. So I hope to see you there. Take good care. Bye.